Okay, what we're going to do today, I have a problem. I have this JD bender or something like that. The only thing I can tell you, it's a piece of steel that's overpriced. Molds cost you a fortune and everything. It's broke naturally. The hydraulic cylinder. It's not that new, so the seals do go bad. It's called a SPX Power Team hydraulic cylinder. It's a 10-ton cylinder. I got the schematic off of the internet, printed it out just to try to figure out what it looks like and hopefully how to rebuild it, considering it sprung a leak, leaking hydraulic oil all over the place. So first thing we need to do is get the cylinder off the machine to rebuild it. Now remember, this is my first time rebuilding a cylinder that's a single action with a spring in the middle. So we're both going to learn at the same time. First thing we're going to do is, okay, we got to take the cylinder off. First thing we're going to remove, I think I'm going to remove, is the fitting here, so that when we do it, we don't have any back pressure on it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, well, it was all tight to begin with. So we're taking this fitting out. Naturally, it probably leak oil. Yep, it's going to leak oil. So that fitting's out. Try to drain some of the oil here, hydraulic fluid. Okay, we got the fitting out. Now I'm just unscrewing the cylinder. From the unit. And it's almost out. Okay, got heavy. Now we put the unit on the table. Okay, considering I don't know what I'm doing, it looks like there is a spring in that hole. Looks like there's a spring right in that hole. I'm going to take an Allen wrench and I'm going to take the screw out here that holds the spring in, which it is releasing the spring. Considering I don't know exactly what I'm doing, I hope this is right. That's a long ways. I have no clue if that bolt's out of that spring or not. Oh, it's out. That means that it's going to be a roll pain in the ass put back, most likely. I have not a clue, because I heard it pop. Oh, the front went out that too. Okay, well. Okay. Now the next thing, I assume we got to take this nut off. Right here. So it's got one notch here and here. I don't have one of those spiral things that's that small. I only have big stuff. Okay, I put the cylinder in the vise because I got to get this nut off. And my tool, this is the smallest one I have. I have this one plus bigger ones because I usually never work on anything this tiny. So I'm going to do something that you're never supposed to do. I'm going to take a chisel and a hammer. I'm going to put it in the groove. I'm going to tap it. There, it broke it loose. It's not on there super tight. Because nothing I had would fit it. Could take one of my clamp things and probably finish taking the nut out, but that's fine. Oil's going to come shooting out of it too, most likely. So I better take it back out and put it on my table. Oil's going to be in there. Don't know. Okay, here's the nut, which is here. Here's the one seal that's right in here. I see. I'll pull the rest of the piston out, I assume. Now there's the oil. Okay. Let it drain down. So all the rest of the seals are here and here. This is what we got to replace. See what's in here. Yeah, see the bolt sticking down. Okay. Okay, so the nut was here. This goes in this way. Everything looks okay. Except all the dirt I'm putting on the table. So everything looks okay. Now we got to match everything up with what we need to do. Like I said, this is the first one I've ever done on this. And it kind of looks a little different from the picture. It's probably something to do with in here. Okay, we're going to look at the print and see what we can do. Okay, we're ready to start. I got the gasket kit for it. It's 300116. So here's the gaskets. We got one seal here. Got a regular high pressure seal. A little snap ring thing. And two copper or brass rings to smash. So I assume the first thing we can do is this one right here, to put this seal in. Now this seal has a taper to it. Which this seal here does not. when I'm taking out. If it does, I don't feel it. So I'm going to theoretically look at this to try to get an idea. Which way should that be? It does have a taper here, and the taper is facing the thread area, like that. So I would assume that the taper side naturally I can't find my gasket pullers, so it goes like that. Yeah, when I tug it out I feel it now. Okay, so it would just go straight in like this. And naturally the dang phone's ringing again. Now we're going to do this piece here, and probably the easiest way to do it is to put this in my vise to hold this, because I got to take this small ring off right here, and I can't see very well. So we're going to put this in the vise here, just to hold it. Give me an extra hand. You don't want to scar it up, period. If you do, then you got problems. So what I got to do is take this little ring off, and then I got to get this all found why it leaks. Look at that. See, it's broke. It's broke right here. That's why it's leaking. See, gasket broke. Well, we know what the problem is. Now we need to get this ring off. Got to figure out how to work this off. Okay, here's one here. Oh, that's not, might not be that hard after I get it started. Okay. Well, had it started. Never seen anyone put one of these kind of rings on a cylinder before. But I haven't seen everything. Okay, got it there. As okay, I got that piece up again. Aha, I got it almost. It just wraps around. Okay. There it is. There's the ring. They give you a new one anyway. So if you bend it, it don't matter. Now you got a collar right here that goes on next, and here is the seal. Okay, we're going to get a brand new seal. And the seal here, remember the cup goes to the high pressure side. So if you see here, the cup is right there. So you just take this off, which is now garbage. Slide new on, which is most definitely nice and snug and tight. Put it on evenly, all the way down. Take this, it goes right in the middle like that. And then take the brand new ring that we just took off. And just work that back on. Okay, try it again. Okay, it's working. It's almost there. Okay, make sure it's in the groove, which it is. Okay. Good. That was actually easy. Just make sure everything looks fine. There it is, the new. So now what we're going to do, push this back in all the way. Now one thing I do need to do, take it back out for just a minute. This bolt that I tuck out, I've got a new washer for it for the bottom, which I always like to at least put all the new parts in. So I need to find something to shove in here that's about the right diameter. Daggone, actually got a use for a Harbor Freight tool. Believe that? I'm gonna put it in the cylinder and bump the bolt down there to get it out. If it works. Ah, it worked. Look at that. Push the bolt out. Actually, we found the Harbor Freight tool actually worked. Now this is supposed to have, oh there it is. It's that little ring down there. That's actually a seal. Actually the seal don't want to come off. And it's just a piece of brass, or probably brass. And they don't want to come off. Just trying to use it to push it down with first. Okay, now I just gotta thread it down the threads. Sorry this part is taking long. I didn't expect it was going to take this long. And if you look at the print, and you look at the size of that bolt, by the picture it doesn't look the same. Okay, got the piece off. Now we're getting ready to put the piece on the bolt. And now we're putting it in the end again. So we're going to push this back in. All the way. Now the screw that's here, that's in the dead center, it's an Allen wrench that's here. You gotta loosen this one. I already broke this loose, so that's why I'm not using a wrench on it. Here's this side. Still trying to get it out. That's a spring. So when I push it down, as you can tell, there it is. We're just going to tighten it a couple turns there. Now, this side, you've seen that brass ring before, haven't you? So now we got to get it off this screw. Put the new seal onto it. And put it in here. I put it in the dead center. The Allen wrench on it. So you remember it's hooked to both ends now. So this one and this one. So we got to tighten them down. Doing them together. A long screw. Remember, you got two of them, the one on each end that you're turning at the same time. There you go. It's getting there now. Okay. I'm just going to turn it to that and do the other one for a little bit. Okay, that one says it's tight. That one says it's tight too. Because right now I'm twisting the spring. Okay. Now we got the fancy nut. Remember how it goes. Now we're going to put this back in the vise just to give it a snug. Put this on the lower part because we're working with the cylinder. There's garbage. Be nice if I had the right tool doing this besides my fingers. I'm going to use this tool just to tighten it down this way. Okay, it's basically as far as it's going to go. So we're just going to snug it up. That's it. Don't need to be over tightened. So hopefully this cylinder is done. So we'll be installing it back onto this thing. Yeah, anytime you put a cylinder in a vise like that, you never tighten it. You just barely snug it up and that's it. That's all you do. Now if the thing quit moving around on me. Be perfectly level. Yeah, got it. Just took a minute to get it in the threads. It's got to go 1/4 of a mile. Okay, now what we're going to do, put this back. Probably should put some sealant on there, but we're just going to tighten it up for now. If it leaks, we'll fix it then. Okay. Right now we're just testing it. The only issue I'm going to have is that when I leaked before, I lost a lot of hydraulic fluid in my reserve in the pump, because that pump only holds enough for the cylinder. So I don't know if it has any fluid in it or not left. So if it does, it should come out. Yeah, it's trying to come out. Nothing yet. Just came out about an inch. Goes back in okay. Okay, we're going to stop the video. And I'm going to put hydraulic fluid into the pump. And then we'll give it a try. Okay, just got done putting hydraulic oil in the pump. I always use 32 for everything anymore. I use it for my machines, skid loaders, everything. I just use 32. No matter what the hell it asks for. Usually this thing's a little less, but that's fine. Okay, we got the cylinder built. We got it mounted back onto the critter. And here it goes. You gotta remember, this thing is not a speed. Cylinder does expand all the way. I put it under load and I just kept the air going just to check it that way real fast and everything. And to release it, you know, there's a spring going to town. It's sitting there pulling it all the ways back. So there it is. It's cylinder went all the way back. Now I'm going to state this. This is the first cylinder that I ever did for this machine that's spring loaded. I've never done one before, so I didn't know what I was going to entail. But I'm going to tell you, this is the easiest cylinder I ever done. Because the only thing I wasn't sure about was the two screws for holding the spring in. After I learned that you just loosen that one, and then you got to loosen the other one inside. It released the whole spring. You just screw it back together and you're done. I didn't realize it was so easy, and it seems to be fairly easy. Putting the gaskets in, that was about the easiest gaskets I ever installed in my life. So to install this is really easy. To repair it is extremely easy. The only bad thing with it, the gasket kit's 40 bucks. But that's about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. When you get a chance, if you would please subscribe to my channel, that would help us out. Thank you.